Have you ever wondered, how much GP can I make per click? Well, I got the video for you.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the GP per click. If you guys don't know, this is a series where I just do different money making methods, different skilling methods, and the end goal is just to try to figure out what gets you the best GP per click in RuneScape. So today I'm going to do a bit of a guide for Rune Dragons. You know, it's nothing serious, but I'm going to put that one first just for anybody tuning in for the guide, looking to unlock the teleport. And then we got some fletching, and then we got some birdhouse runs. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first off, I just want to quickly walk through how you guys can actually unlock the teleport to get to Rune Dragons. So in order to do so, we're going to need to use our dig site pendant on a machine, and we're going to be teleporting to a place called Lithgren. So the dungeon's called Lithgren, so to get there, you're just going to teleport to the dig site, take the boat up here. We're going to run a bit north, and I showed you guys on the map so you guys can, if you guys got a quicker way to get there, but so you just run up north, you're going to go a bit west, and then we're going to take this boat, we're going to travel here, and this is going to take us to where the Rune Dragons actually are. Make sure you actually have a dig site pendant on you, because to unlock the teleport, you're going to need to use the dig site pendant on the machine. So make sure you bring that with you. It would suck if you get all this way, and then you're going to have to teleport and bring it back. So just run here a bit west, a bit more west, go up here, and then we're going to go down this dungeon, and then we're going to go a bit north, crawl down here, and this is actually going to take us into the dungeon. So this is going to be where the teleport will take you once you unlock it. So once I actually unlock Rune Dragons, you know, I'm going to show you guys my gear setup as well to make it a bit more AFK. So we're going to run a bit north, go through this entrance, and then we're going to keep running north. As you can see, you got Rune Dragons on the east side there, and then you got Addy Dragons on the west side there. So just keep running north, and once we get up here, we're going to see a few different machines. And we're going to want I got my geography mixed up, but we're going to want, not this machine, we're going to want this machine right there. Okay, so make sure you right click and use it. And that would be on the west machine, I believe. So if I get my things mixed up, it's the west machine. You're just going to want to use your dig site pendant on there. You're going to get some dialogue, and then you're going to unlock the teleport. So my gear setup is just going to be full Justiciar. And one thing you want to make sure is you have insulated boots, right? So Rune Dragons have an attack that will be significantly reduced if you have the insulated boots, which makes it a bit more AFK. And then on top of that, just standard melee gear. You know, replace what you have. If you have an Inferno cape, use that. If you only have barrel gloves, use that instead of ferocious gloves. But the things that are important for making this AFK is the insulated boots, so you have to eat less, and then Justiciar armor, so you take significantly reduced damage. And then, you know, DFS for the anti-fire and whatnot. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough. You know, the teleport, I have the mounted dig site pendant in my house, so that's how I was able to teleport there, if you're curious. And then we just run down there and take a quick look at my inventory. Something that I like to do when I do Rune Dragons is I like to take a couple imps in a box. So that's something I recently discovered, you know, at the beginning of this year, is imp in a box. It actually lets you send items to your bank. So you can't buy these on the Grand Exchange. So there was a period of time where I bought a bunch of these magic boxes and went out and caught a bunch of these imps. So I have about 400 to 500 imps in a box. And all it does is just help me, you know, it helps me bank less. And I get more profit. So rather than leaving rune bars on the ground here, you know, I get an extra, you get two. You can send 2 items per your bank. So each imp in a box provides an additional 2 pieces of loot. And then, you know, if you drop the box, you get that space back. So you get quite significant amount of loot. And it could add up if you did bring this, if you brought more boxes or whatever the case may be. But, you know, Rune Dragons, as you can see, they're pretty chill here. Haven't eaten once yet. And, you know, they're pretty chill. They're not very AFK, but at the end of the day, they're pretty chill if you're looking for a method, at the gym, you're sitting on the bike, whatever the case may be. It's pretty low intensity, but there is some intensity there. It's not as AFK as killing Firewatches, for example. That's what I've been doing for the past month now, and that's very AFK, and I love doing that. And so yeah, just quick walk through the kill, and we'll get right into the GP per click part right here. So starting the timer here, make sure I stepped out of the room. I'm going to reset my pots and reset my inventory. And for the GP per click, I'm not doing the imps in a box. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that trick. So make sure I reset the click counter plugin here. And then we're going to cut to the end of the video once I finish the timer. So you can see there I was just finishing up the trip. I had 30 seconds left on the timer. So just cut that short. Not going to have enough time to, bank and then go back for another kill. Each kill takes around a minute or so. So that was the Rune Dragons trip, and you can see here that we are looking at about 1.3 mil gross profit. So take away the supplies that we used, 250k in prayer potions and food, whatnot. So we got about 1 mil GP per hour. But, in this series, we like to take the wiki stated rates, just, if I got lucky, 1 hour, whatever the case. So with the wiki stated rate, we're looking at about 1400 GP per click. That's pretty solid, right? So add this to the table, and then I did make a Excel function so that once I add it to this master table, it'll rank the best one. So I'll show you guys the ranking at the end. So the next method we're getting into, we're going to start the 1 hour timer here. Pretty basic method, but a classic. We're going to be fletching some magic unstrung longbows, right? So not much strategy going into how I'm doing this. Just bought the logs and gonna fletch the log. So just FYI, I did film this in January of 2024, so the GE rates may slightly vary, but at the end of the day, I think fletching magic longbows is pretty similar profit margins, depending on the magic logs and the unstrung bow price. I think it's pretty consistent. You're not really looking to make much profit with the unstrung longbows. You're going to be making a bit more profit stringing the longbows, but maybe that's another method for another video. So I do like to I want to keep these unique. I want to keep keep it to stuff that I do. I probably won't, if I ever learn raids, it would be cool to add some raids in here. But that's for when I learn raids. So for the time being, I just like my skilling methods. I like my AFK methods. So that's kind of where this method came from. And a side benefit of this magic, they're fletching the magic bows. I actually got 95 fletching. So in the video, which you guys can see right there. So GZ to me. And haven't leveled up my fletching since January, so that's cool. So finishing up the method here, you guys can see that I was able to fletch around 1200 magic bows. I'm just gonna go dump these into the Grand Exchange now and calculate what we gotta calculate, GP per click. So as shown here, I'm not actually using the wiki stated rates for this because the prices do vary quite significantly, especially for magic logs and magic bows unstrung. It does vary, but the margins, I think, the margins represented here, I think, are going to stay no matter what. So looking here, I was able to sell for all the logs I sold for gross profit of 1.7 mil. And, I bought the logs for 1,010. So that's where that number's coming from. And then looking at it, it factors out to a GP per click of 0.477. So that's not really what we're looking for. We care about the GP per XP for this method. So GP per click obviously isn't the best on this method. So getting into our next method, the last one of this video, is going to be birdhouse runs. Okay, so, last video I did herb runs. This video I'm doing birdhouse runs. I think if you're looking to maximize GP per click, birdhouse runs, I think, it's a sleeper method. It's a very sleeper method. You can do 2 birdhouse runs per hour. And in my birdhouse runs, I'm doing magic logs. So I do take the wiki stated rates or not the wiki stated rates, but the wiki profit per birdhouse for magic logs, and I do redwood logs as well. Me recording here is kind of to get an understanding of what I'm looking at for clicks for the birdhouse run. So, and I do 1 hour. I was able to do my 2 birdhouse runs in the hour. So I'll just, show the gameplay of each birdhouse run. So you can kind of see what we're looking at click wise, and I think this is going to surprise some of you guys. I think the GP per click on the birdhouse runs is a sleeper. It's a sleeper. So I put it at the end. See how many of you guys stay tuned in. If you guys are looking for GP per click, this is a sleeper method. I've been saying it for the past 2 minutes. I'm excited for you guys to see what we're looking at. And if you guys have any suggestions for methods you guys want to see on this, drop it down in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys are interested in seeing for this series, right? I want you guys to enjoy watching this as much as I've enjoyed actually making it. It's a cool concept, I thought. So, not too many people are doing this, or I don't think I've seen anybody doing this, but I do like, I don't want to just, do another Chunkman series, no shade to anybody doing those. I do enjoy watching some of them, but a unique series where it's not tied to an account. I think this is kind of cool. Similar to, I got the idea from, I didn't steal it from Soup, but I got the idea based on his unusual moneymakers. And, it kind of came to me one day earlier in this year. So it's coming to fruition now. So let's finish off this birdhouse run, and then we'll get into the GP per click and what we're looking at. So I'm just going to speed this clip up here to save you guys some time. Not much, new to watch in a birdhouse run. You just click on the birdhouse, make the birdhouse, and then put it back up with some seeds in it. So getting into the method, you can see here we had 6 minutes left, but getting into the GP per click, we can see that in 2 birdhouse runs, it was about 58 clicks. So looking at the wiki stated rates, it was about 2,300 GP per click for the magic logs and 2,800 for the redwoods, right? So the redwoods are going to be giving you a bit more bird nests, better seeds, whatever the case may be. So, we're adding both the magic and the redwood log birdhouse runs to the master sheet. And then let's take a look at this, the top GP per click methods. So as you can see here, birdhouse run redwoods, they're coming in at number 1 right after star mining. So, we got a new meta. We got a new meta just dropped. So we're going to put that in the thumbnail, make it a bit clickbaity. But, we also have the worst method just dropped, magic longbows unstrung. So, use that as you will. You don't have to do these methods, whatever the case may be. So if you guys enjoyed this GP per click video, make sure to drop a like. If you guys disliked it, make sure to drop a dislike. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next series video I want to make. Let me know, if you guys got any cool money makers I could try out. If you think it has good GP per click, let me know. If you think it has bad GP per click, let me know. I'll find out. Until further ado, guys, thanks.